What's up, John? I'm Corey Wire. Welcome to CNN 10. It is Monday, March 3rd, our first episode of the month, Women History Month. I'm excited to be here starting this week with you covering the news so we can stay informed and the happening around the world in 10 minutes or less. Let's get started. Today we are starting in Ukraine. We are still allowing the US access to Ukraine's rare earths and incredible mineral is on hold after the tense meeting unfolded in the Oval Office at the White House on Friday. The meeting between US President Donald Trump and Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky was meant to reset an already strained relationship between the two, and there were high hopes the strength that the alliance between the two countries would mean steps towards strengthening Ukraine's chances of ending their war with invading Russia. Instead, this meeting was cut short after a heated conversation and a deal was left unsigned. The bilateral agreement between the two countries would have been the first of its kind is set up to have Ukraine and the United States jointly investing in harnessing Ukraine's critical mineral and other valuable resources in part to help rebuild the country after 3 years of Russian full-scale invasion of the world. So, what are rare earths and critical minerals? Our Anna Stewart quickly works us through what these minerals are and why they are so important. Rare earths are a group of 17 elements which can be useful for what is some of the useful. President Trump initially wanted to refine, reese, extracting Extracting, processing, and refining these types of minerals can be very expensive and time consuming. In Ukraine, the work is further complicated by the ongoing fighting that makes mining even riskier. And the amount of mineral wealth in Ukraine isn't clear. Resource mapping hasn't been updating there for a decade, with officials and analysts relying on dated Soviet era mapping. The idea of leveraging Ukraine resources was originally part of President Zelensky's victory plans for a step to end the war. President Trump initially wanted a $500 billion share of Ukraine mineral to recoup military and humanitarian aid the US provided in a war effort. It was rejected by its Ukraine counterpart, where the new framework for the deal leaves some details to be determined. It was set up a joint reconstruction investment fund with US Ukraine ownership. The fund would give the US access to part of Ukraine's mineral wealth while helping to boost development in the country. Now it's unclear now whether the two parties will sign a deal, and much hangs in the balance for Ukraine still at war with Russia. CNN Nick Payne with titanium mine in Ukraine to show how the critical mineral is being unearthed there. We very much need rare earths. They have great rare earth. And Monsieur for Ukraine survivor talking peace suddenly means talking about and out of the ground enormous. As of the question as to whether the astronauts from Trump showing reported, they said there's a foundry that process the Romanov. There's a contributor who invented the first gas-powered car in 1886. Henry Ford, Carl Benz, Ferdinand Porsche, or Gottlieb Daimler. Your answer is Karl Benz, the German mechanical engineer who created the first modern three-wheeled automobile that he dubbed the mortar bargain. For all the Back to the Future fans out there, do you remember the scene where Dika, the DeLorean, backed out of the street of the neighborhood, then ripped it up and took off flying through the air? Well, imagine if that was our very near future because it is maybe rebuilt an automotive aviation company is promising a flying car that will transform communicating as we know it. Olive Aeronautics is now sharing with the world the first video of its flying car called Model Zero. Our Johnny Roth shows us how the company CEO hopes to eventually make these cars cheaper and more accessible to everyday drivers. Right now, for most people, for the general consumer, it's prohibitively expensive because it's expensive for us to produce one. But it is because it's a very low volume production and a CGI rendered video shows the owner. Today's story, get a 10 out of 10, is one super pod of thousands of dolphins. A pod, as in the collective noun for a group of dolphins, a tour boat captain captures the rear video of more than 2,000 of the flipper off the coast of Monterey Bay, California. The video shows several species of dolphins swimming and reaching as far as the eye can see. So, what were they doing? Where marine biologists say the massive pod may have been clustering to fend off predators, or maybe to hunt for food, or to socialize. It was a party, and they definitely look like they're having some fun. All right, time now for a first shout out of the week heading to the Buckeye State and the Warriors of West Branch High School in Beloit, Ohio, rise up. Here's your Monday reminder that this week is full of possibility. I will leave you with quote from American poet Walt Whitman who said, "Keep your face always toward the sunshine and shadow will fall behind you. Shine bright, your I'm Coy Wire, and we are CNN 10." Hmm.